Suki from South Florida. Yeah, I made it. Thanks to so many of you. Earlier I was so excited to get to 1,000 followers, but then so many of you helped me to get to 1,000 that I was like, oh my goodness, so many people I could disappoint. But you all were really encouraging. Hey Ashley, how are you? I finally made it. I'm personally a fan of minimal talking, so I will limit how much I have to say, but every once in a while I will thank you all for joining me because I've been really excited for this moment. Thank you. Really appreciate you staying up. I hope you have a great night's sleep. Thank you. Oh, my first rose. Thank you, Yellow House. Now go to sleep. Oh, my first gift. Thank you so much. Calm Collected ASMR. If any of you are not ASMR, please follow all the ASMR accounts here because they all rallied together to help me get to 1,000 followers, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Now, my most popular of all the videos was this Jacinta Sosi bow. And all of the indigenous items I'm sharing will be available there via my link tree. This was a custom made order, so if any of you like this bow, you'd have to contact Jacinta Sosi yourself, and I've linked her on my link tree. goes on a necklace. It's got this beautiful leather. And I really appreciate all of you being really interested in the indigenous art, because that's why I created this page. I really enjoy watching ASMR. Most of you have seen me in your lives. I love to gift you all and like your videos. And I was like, well, I'm indigenous and we have so many products that make amazing sounds and are beautiful, and if any of you can watch and purchase from indigenous artists, then I would love that. Thank you for the follows. oil on my face right now. I'm not going to stay live for too long because the nerves come and go. And I'm going to need This is one of my favorite triggers too. The light tapping. And then a really fast one. I made it. In the last few hours, a whole bunch of ASMR artists gathered together to get me the 1,000 that I needed. They were so kind. On the back of this book, it's so cute. It says, Elder approved. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Elder approved. Elder approved. How cute is that? Elder just grateful there's so few people in here, because in the first few minutes, I had like 180 people and my heart was beating so fast. And then it dropped down. I'm very comfortable with having just 9 people in here. Okay. I'm not sure how long I've been on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my closing trigger. And if it's well received, I might make this my regular glove. If it's not, then I'll have to come up with something new. What I want to do is enjoy the flame burning while we do some breathing exercises together. I love doing breathing exercises. Watch my little canoe candle burning and just relax. Listen to the sound of my voice. And if you're getting ready to go to bed, I hope that this helps you with those final moments as you just doze off. So I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Another deep breath in. And then a deep breath out. Deep breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And deep breath out. Another deep breath in. And deep breath out. Now I'm going to count down from my indigenous language from 20 to 1, and then I'll end the live. Pukotoklen. Pukolen Oberwegen. Pukolen Doshtabawegen. Pukolen Kolabawegen. Pukolen Ibawegen. Pukolen Jakibawegen. Pukolen Shitawegen. Pukolen Tuchinawegen. Pukolen Tuglawegen. Pukolen Lamawegen. Pukolen Ubawegen. Doshnabawegen. Kulabagen. Ibagen. Jakiben. She